Boop. Go. Now you guys. Okay. There we go. That's what I needed. Wow. Word. How's it going, everybody? How are we doing? It's good to see you all. Sorry I'm running a little late. Trying to get everything all set up here. I almost didn't stream today. So we're lucky that we're here. We are lucky that we're here. Swifty, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Beachy. Appreciate it very much, dude. That means you are now number 1 on the leaderboard. Congratulations. And thank you again. I appreciate you, dude. Hello, Cool Bacon. Welcome on in on the YouTube side. Hope you're doing well. Swifty, congrats on grabbing first. And thank you for submitting your taxes. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. All right. Also, I need to... Boop. We'll go with that. Okay. Let's see. I take my throne back. Boom, it's gold again. You're golden, dude. You're golden. Like the one movie about K-pop and demon hunters. Conveniently named K-pop demon hunters. Boy. Let's see. There's some cheating going on here. I promise you, there was no communication there. You sound rough. I'm a little exhausted. I was like this close to not streaming today. I was like probably 30-40 minutes right before stream start. And I just got hit with this like wave of tiredness, and then I in my vision, we call it like swimming vision. Some of you may know what I'm talking about, but basically everything looks wavy. You can't focus on things. It just kind of shakes. It's awful. I don't know what causes it. I don't know what causes mine in specific. I know there's various different kinds. Hello, Super. Welcome on in. Please don't spam. But that's what was going on right before stream that made me really consider maybe I don't stream today. But we're here. I told myself I'd at least do 1 hour because it's Columbus Day here in the U.S. Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day. A lot of people are off of school for it. A lot of people are off of work. So I really wanted to do a stream today, and I felt bad if I didn't do one. So I was like, yeah, let's just do one. And I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts. We'll see how long it lasts. Also, I need to turn down everything, it seems. We'll roll with that. If it's too loud, hang on. Let's try that. If it's too loud, let me know. I can turn it down even more. Let's see. When I start working again, I'm going to dethrone Swift. Dude, you guys are crazy, but I appreciate it. Hope more people join soon. I appreciate it, Bacon. But I'm glad with what I have. Hello, Emmy. How's it going? How's the rest of your stream, by the way? It's good to see you. I started working today. I have a head start. Do you mind me asking, Swifty, what kind of work you do? I'm curious. You started working today on a day everyone else gets off. Scammed. Yeah, fair enough. La Spooky Grande, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Today is more importantly International Day for Failure. Dude, that should have been last night. I'm not even kidding you guys. Last night would have been a great day for that for me. I was up trying to finish my animation for my video game, Omnia. And I was so close to flipping tables, dude. It was bad. It was so bad. I was sitting there and I just couldn't get it to work. There was corrupted frames. There were all sorts of issues to do with the after I did get it to render, it wasn't rendering in the correct aspect ratio, so that was causing another issue. It wasn't wanting to be watched by DaVinci so I could add sound. It wasn't wanting to run through Handbrake and play nice so that I could get it to run through DaVinci. I was going through it last night. I try not to do much work on Sundays anyway, but it's hardly any work when the program is working. When it's not working, it is beyond work. It is suffering. I hate Blender. I love Blender for what it is, but I hate it. So that's how my night was last night. And it's continued into today, but I think I've got it fixed. So I'm gonna try to finish that tonight if I can, by any possible means. Otherwise, you know, I'm still working on that for the foreseeable future. Take it to right about here, I think. No. See, I can take it to here. Slash end underscore stone. I'll do from here slash fill end underscore stone. There we go. Okay, it was good. Didn't finish the tunnel though, but very close. That's awesome. I applaud you for actually doing end tunnels. I applaud you for that. End tunnels suck. Or nether tunnels, sorry. I hate doing them so badly. But they're necessary on a lot of these more vanilla-based servers, so it's good to do them every once in a while. Let's see, kind of do like this sort of thing. Panda, thank you for spending your taxes. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you, dude. I got hired for a building studio, so maybe I get some money, not a real job yet. That's fair. I applied for a real job last week on Wednesday. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I did apply. And then I applied for a Mr. Beast video spot earlier today. So I've got some opportunities that may line up to something eventually, you know. I don't really know if any of that will come out to be anything. That's the one thing about that. Let's see. Hello. I'm fairly well. How about you? I'm doing all right. I'm really tired, honestly. But I'm hanging in there. That's why I hate Blender, and I just use free for use assets. See, nothing that I've done in Blender is overtly complicated, besides like lightning and the lightning and the and the actual animation side of things are what I've really struggled with. And the keyframes are mostly okay, but the lightning took forever, and it looks good now. It's just, it's taken me, I mean, I could go back and tell you, actually. You guys want to know how long I've spent on this project? Not the one we're doing right here, right now, in front of your eyes, but on Omnia. Okay. When did I start the Omnia logo? May? No. June? No. July? No. August? I definitely started before August, but I didn't track it apparently. Really? Huh. Okay. In that case, we'll just go to September. This is tracked stuff. You guys ready for this? This is only tracked minutes. So anything, it can be higher than this. 1.5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.25 plus 20 plus 1. That's 2 and 3 and 1. So in just September alone, I spent 16 hours. And then in October, I did an additional couple of hours, which I'll tell you here in a second what that looks like. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1.5 plus 2 plus 2.5 plus 1 plus 1. Total time spent is 29 hours on the logo, but that doesn't include time that I didn't count. And I don't know why I didn't count it, but I didn't. So there's that. But I have been working on it for a long time, and it's almost done. It's probably really close to 50 hours of time, in all honesty, because I also spent another hour today, so that's probably 30 hours right there. That's just documented time. It's stupid how much time I've spent on that stuff. But it's almost done. It's so close. And it doesn't even look good. See, I was up till 3 a.m., then 2:30 a.m., then 1 a.m. last night, dude. You're slowly but surely slipping yourself back towards a healthy sleep time, probably. Yeah, that's fair though. Be sure to get some rest, definitely. May is definitely probably when I started that, yeah. Hello, Coral, thank you for submitting your taxes, I appreciate it. Hello, JJJ, welcome on in, hope you're doing well. I need to crash, pain pushback has caught up. I'm sorry, Emmy. I hope you get feeling better soon. Go get some rest. Thanks for hanging out, I appreciate it. Found my great-grandmother today. You find, like, the awful. Did you find her, her ashes, or, like, I'm sorry. It's awful. What is the thing you're calculating the hours for? My animation for my video game. I've been spending 30 hours that I've calculated with. And I just keep that all on a Google Doc. I do @now, and then it automatically tells me what time it is, and then I just put on how much time I spent on it. 30 hours there, that's been tracked. Like I said, it's probably much closer to 50 hours because I didn't track it beforehand for some reason. And I know I spent a long time on that. And then, yeah. I don't hate Omnia. I hate Blender. That's what I hate. To do that. No. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Yes. No. Yes. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Guys. There, that's good enough. Okay, I'm gonna read now. I'm just glad it worked for 6 hours. That's completely and totally fair. Thank you for the lurk, Amy. Appreciate it. Hello, Flash. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. I was lurking in your stream earlier, actually. Good to see you, though. Hope you're doing well. That one woman I've been looking for a month. Dang, was she wandering the woods again? I have to lurk for like 2 hours because I have volleyball, but I'll be back in 2 hours if you're still streaming. All right, sounds good, Coral. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Enjoy volleyball. Yeah, she's dead. I was gonna say good, but I don't know if that's like a good thing to say. Maybe I shouldn't say good. You know, that's probably not... It's not very nice of me. Let's go to plant some chorus fruit. Chorus... You plant the flower, right? It's kind of dense anyway, so I should, let's just kind of plant a bunch of these. And then just do slash kick unfreeze. And then slash random, or slash game rule random tick speed, 1,000. And then we're gonna bring that back down to 0. See? I know what I'm doing. Good luck, hope you win. Yes, exactly what Nafan said. I'd have a good time. Volleyball is actually fun. It's just, it's not as fun for me because I'm such an old man. You know, to actually get across the court if you're playing on, if you're playing sand, it's not nearly as bad. Although you can hurt yourself a lot more there. But I feel like volleyball is just tennis in your hands. A little bit, yeah, I guess. Sort of. I enjoy volleyball a lot more than tennis. Because the ball is a little bigger, so it's easier for me to hit. As somebody with a heavy visual impairment penalty, I gotta say, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of volleyball over tennis. Mr. Beast should lock a streamer in a house, and every day they stream entire life, they get $10,000. See, that would be really, really cool. But I would drain his bank account if it were me. Like, if it's just a constant... There'd have to be, like, some sort of challenge to it that eventually eliminates you, because it would be so easy for me to sit there and, like, take his money. I don't know. There had to be a twist. Oh, of course. Of course. That's crazy, Panda. I'd probably say gotcha or general confirmation. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I played volleyball once. How was it? Did you enjoy volleyball? I still haven't figured out how I'm gonna deal with the end thing, because I could get the end ship spawn for no apparent reason, but I couldn't get... Last time I played, I couldn't get the, the end city to spawn. It just will not place the structure. And I don't know what to do. Maybe locked in a shed infested with roaches on a farm next to a pig pen. That would be pretty rough. I could definitely do it for at least 24 hours. But I don't think I could. I don't think I could sleep in there. That's the thing. Roaches aren't... They're not good, okay? Let me just clarify this. They're not good. But they are not bad if you know where they are. And so long as you're awake, it's not terrible. But when you are asleep, that's when it becomes a problem. You have to end the day with at least one viewer to get the money, like, for that day. I think what I would probably do for him is every viewer is equal to, like, $1,000 or even $10,000. You'd have to do some tests to figure out what would be a fair amount. But that way it encourages you to get better and not just retain one person. It would probably be the best way to do that, I think. I don't know. I received the copper cape. I did not know they were releasing a copper cape. Did you guys get the copper cape? Hang on, I gotta redeem this sucker, cause why not? I don't know, it's probably gonna be a Bedrock only thing, but let me just see. Hang on. Get the Java skin. I don't want the Java skin, so playing in person at MCC TwitchCon in San Diego. Really? They're gonna allow you to get the code there too. That's interesting. Otherwise, you get it from watch time quests. Yeah, right now it looks like it's only Bedrock. I don't know. You ready to find out? Redeem. Sign in. Add-on for Minecraft. That's like very little information there. Go to Minecraft. Which Minecraft is it? That is what I wish to know. It says just Minecraft. I'm gonna assume that is Bedrock Edition. Although it could be, technically speaking, it could be, oh, shoot. Well, I forgot what I was gonna say, my bad. I did, and I would play during the spring, but that also overlaps with spring play, and because of both the community and personal preference, I picked theater over volleyball. That's fair. I totally get that. I still think locking a person in a room until they become famous is a banger video idea. I definitely agree. Would help if they used Mr. Beast in their title. I think the cool thing that would be... I think one of the cool things that would be really interesting about that video is Mr. Beast could actually pay some coaches to be in there and help with it, and Mr. Beast could even help the person a little bit, but the rule is they can't... There'd have to be rules about it. Like, like Panda said, you can't use Mr. Beast in the title, or you can't use Mr. Beast in the video at all, for that matter. You have to come up with your own ideas. There will be people to help you come up with the ideas and help you film it if you need help. But the large... It should start with just a phone, too. You shouldn't be able to have any extra equipment. All you get is your phone, or a phone, and you have a very limited budget. So you start the... you would start the video with a very low budget, and then as you get views, maybe each view is $1 in Mr. Beast's video, and then you can spend those dollars you would use those dollars to buy better equipment. And then eventually you would just start cashing out the dollars until the end of the, or you just save it until the end of the challenge to win big. But that way you can't just say, well, of course they did good because they had Shure SM7Bs and Beast computers that run, 5090s and no, they didn't have that. In fact, they had to actually start with the very, very basics, which is what YouTubers should do anyway. It doesn't hurt you if you're actually a very good content creator. You will be able to work with what you got. I worked off of a crappy little headset mic. Shoot. You guys have all probably watched Kit at some point in time. Kit uses... It's not a crappy mic. I should be a little more careful. But it's not like a high dollar mic. It is probably $20 at most to buy a replacement for her headset mic. But that's what she uses, literally. She doesn't have one of these. She doesn't have a Blue Yeti. She doesn't have a Snowball. She uses her headset mic. And it sounds great. Like, you can get away with lower dollar equipment. You don't need something insane. But Ludwig once said something like half of content creation is luck. I believe it. I've watched a couple of Ludwig's videos, and I agree with a lot of his videos about content. I don't know if you've seen any of his more recent videos, but one of them was about, I can close that since that's now the same stream. But one of them was, he was talking about how easy it would be to be a content creator if he had to start over. He was like, because I can just talk for hours and hours and hours. People were like, well, without a chat, it's really hard to talk. And he wanted to test that. And so he did. And he sat there for hours one day, and he couldn't even get like one person to chat. It was eye-opening for him and me as well, because I've been so far away from my early days that I forgot I needed some of my taxes, but it wasn't letting me, so now we're good now. I've been so detached from having absolutely zero viewers that I'm even detached from not having anybody to talk to. My 0 view days are gone, like, and I'm thankful for that. But it has kind of opened my eyes a little bit to the fact that, like, hey, even you don't know what's up, and you're not a top performing streamer or anything. Like, I'm probably in the top 5%, but it's not hard to get in the top 5% of Twitch streamers, because Twitch isn't, it's ruled by the top 0.001%. Pokimane Ludwig and Queso and Kai Cenat, all those guys, they're the top of the top of the top. Underneath them is probably your 1,000 view club, and underneath them is your 500 view club, and underneath them are your 100 or 200, and then underneath them are your 50s and 60s, and underneath them are us, your 5, 6, and 7 viewership. Usually, I don't even know what I'm at right now, so I may be incorrect. I may be at 3 or 2 or even 1. I don't think it's 1 because I see 2 of you in chat, but that's my point. Anyway, let's see. Go enjoy your dinner. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it, Panda. Thank you, thank you. I redeemed the capes, but I never used them. That's fair. I respect that. I redeem every code I get, but like you said, I never use them really either. I do use the cape sometimes, though. Overcame with the concept of Java skins for rewards is so stupid. Oh boy, a skin. It's because they want to do something for both platforms, and because Bedrock actually could use the skins and then be collectible, it's cool. But on Java, we don't need that, so it's kind of like, eh. You tried. It just wasn't good. I should make a realistic content creator simulator, like just actual pain and suffering simulator. I actually want to do that, I think. But I'm struggling because I really want to focus on Omnia. But that would be a fun thing to do, I think. Did Twitch restart my stream? 7:33? It did. Why did it restart my stream? What? Okay. Twitch is being a little goofy. That's fine. I think the idea is to that it is used to promote some new tool made by Mr. Beast that is like a content coach. That's a really good idea. Leave that. Start and like actually start really making things. You just need to get lucky. Kind of. Yeah. So the thing about Twitch being funny, stream cutout. Oh, lovely. I love that. That's great. That's great. Did you see the message I wrote about the mic? Yes, I haven't gotten to it yet, but I do see it in there. I will be reading that though. So when it comes to like content, yes, there is an element of luck to it, but there's also an element of skill. The luck comes in. Yeah, there it is. It restarted. Why did it do that? I don't know. Somebody might be able to get first again. Anyway, if you put in enough skill, then when the luck hits, you will win big. But if you don't put in any skill whatsoever at any point in time, then no matter your amount of luck, you will get views, but those views will not stick around. I had a friend, I say had intentionally, he got lucky because he didn't make something of skill or anything to do with his genre that he wanted to be known for. He made a meme, and he got really, really, really lucky, and it got millions of views. But the rest of his content flopped because it didn't have to do with memes. It was Minecraft content, not a meme. So like it was impressive that he got 1 million views, but at the end of the day, that 1 million of views that he got was luck. But it ended up hurting his channel overall. He had 15 million subscribers that all did nothing. They were inactive on his channel because they weren't there for the Minecraft. And they weren't there for him either, was the other thing. You know, it's all well and good to... If you can get people to be there for you, then it doesn't matter what you make. But they were there for the one video that he made and pressed the subscribe button because they thought it was funny, and then that was it. Okay, I'm gonna catch up now. Most of the time you can make any mic sound pro with the right OBS filters or Audacity for post-processing. Absolutely, Nafan, absolutely. That's how I ran headset mics. That's how I ran this thing. This thing without any audio filters sounds awful. It picks up a wider range of vocals, so I actually do like this sound better because I have a deeper voice that's not being compressed as badly. But for the vast majority of cases, you could get away with any mic you wanted. Unless you're doing things that you really need a dedicated mic for. This is nice for, you know, when it comes to music. It's very helpful for that, but outside of that, you know, it really isn't necessary. Like I tried to start a channel where I covered news today, no views, even though I had the skill of how to make a good video, a pretty good setup and knowledge, but no views. It's all luck. And once you get lucky, then skill. Yes. I don't know. I would say don't just make a video assuming that you're gonna get lucky, and then once you get lucky, start making skillful stuff. You want to make skillful stuff so that when you get lucky, it creates a watch loop. I think it's Game Theory, Matt Pat. He once said when you make a new channel, you should have 4 videos immediately on the channel that people can watch. Because if they see one, they need to be recommended another so that YouTube knows that people watch all their videos. You also want to have a nice content backlog for other people so that when they get obsessed with it, they're obsessed. YouTube says, hey, this person watches these videos, we should push it the next time there's another video on there. They watched all 4 videos, well then they must like the 5th video that will come out whenever it comes out, and you need to have that video ready. But yes, I ultimately do agree there is a lot of luck to it. But there is also some skill. The initial luck requires 0 skill, but to maintain that luck is where the skill really comes in. Twitch being funny, stream cut out. Hello, brother. Hello, Naomi. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. You can submit taxes, though. He got lucky. That's crazy. Emerald's Ace, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Let me get you some shout-outs here. What are you guys up to today, if you don't mind me asking? You guys haven't already, be sure to follow Emerald. They're playing some Hades 2. Very nice, very nice. How was Hades? And if you need to raid and run, get something to eat, drink, do any of the post-stream things, please feel free to do so. But I appreciate it very much. Hello, Emmy. Welcome to the YouTube side while doom scrolling. That's so relatable. That is so relatable. All places have their own sky color. This place does because of the end biome. But yes, a lot of places do have their own sky colors. Eat, sleep, drink, walk the woofer. Exactly. And Emerald does have a woofer, so there may be some need there. Finally passed 3rd surface boss, but the mini bosses are brutal. Oof. I believe in you. I believe in you. I'm not good at boss fights in any game. Except Hollow Knight, weirdly enough. I love Hollow Knight. I've not played Silksong, but I love Hollow Knight. And, I'm good at those boss fights, but it's because I've done them so many times. It's awful. I need his attention. Yes. Go give the puppers some attention. A girl keeps sending me a picture of a sunset and then, hey, just thinking of you. Wonder if she's hinting at something. I think she's just being nice. Maybe she's Canadian. It always makes chat uncomfortable when I talk about that video. I couldn't beat Hollow Knight, but Hades is a lot of fun. Nice. Have an awesome stream. Thank you very much. I appreciate the raid once again, and I will try to pop into one of your streams here soon. Eventually, I'd like to. I know I keep saying that, but one day I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. That's sarcasm, by the way. My friend, he called me last night. He's been having his own fun relationship stuff going on. And, you know, I've stopped pretending to understand women in general. Like, y'all are great, okay? Trust me, I do think you all are great. But sometimes y'all are confusing too, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. And he and I had a long conversation on that. It was like, man, you know, what she says makes me think this, but what she does makes me think this. And I don't know. I mean, that's true about a lot of human beings. That's not just women. We say and do things that we don't necessarily mean. And sometimes those things that we say and do contradict each other. But both him and I have been in that situation very much recently, where it's like, okay, you're saying this, which would indicate that. But you do this, which makes me think this. And usually I would say actions speak louder than words. But that's a bad joke. But there's some really bad jokes, man. But ultimately you gotta take people at their word, because in cases of this, you don't want to be weird, you don't want to be creepy, and you don't want to assume. All those things lead to very bad things in the future, so you just don't do that. So it leaves you in a weird spot. It's like, okay, what do I do? Like, what do I do? Women, it's easy, just kiss me, stop hinting, I am not a good detective. I feel like that needs to be like screenshotted. Quote, women, it's easy, just kiss me, stop hinting. That right there, that is the perfect quote from Swiftu, I think. I need to do something, I'm sorry. I haven't really figured out how I'm gonna handle the end yet. I really wanted to just world edit it in, but I don't have world edit and I'm kind of lazy, so I probably won't. I'll put it on a t-shirt. It's quite simple, actually. 1.10 was the Frostburn update, so we could always skip to that. Although I still have to do the chest. Let me go and put that down. Maybe I'll think up something here, but it's not like super likely. There are a lot of items in this update, so I'm gonna do 2 double chests. A lot of the items are just kind of repeat items though, because we got tipped arrows, lingering potions, and shields, and all that kind of stuff. So I can definitely see. I can see a lot here. Tip. What? So these are all tipped arrows, right? They're all the no effect tipped arrows. Okay. Spectral arrow. I guess they're all just named based off the potion that they are. Yeah. Splashing. Arrow of splashing. No effect. Night vision. Invis. Sleeping. Fire resistant. Swiftness. Wow. Can you just look up arrow? I could, but then I'd be second guessing each of the potions. They don't look the same as what I remember them being, and I never learned the new color scheme that they released like what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it feels like. I never learned the new potion color scheme, so it's just faster for me to type it all out. No effect tipped arrows. What are they tipped with then? I don't know. I guess water, right? Maybe. Possibly. Slow. Oh, that's... Turtle Master shows up when you look up slow and slow falling too. That slow falling makes sense. Heal... Harm. Harming arrows are really nice. Although, aren't all arrows harming arrows if you really think about it? Like, every arrow has the possibility of harming you. Some just do a better job at it. Take that for what you will. I don't have any experience with harming people with arrows. Not me, never. Splash water. The mundane potion. And the thick potion. Thick potion. And the awkward potion. Okay, beetroots. Bop. Dragon head. What is that? End gateway? Can I get an end gateway block? Slash give king end underscore gateway. I can't. Slash that block. End underscore gateway. Okay. I cannot give myself an end gateway block. Interesting. Okay. End rod. Let me just grab black concrete then, really quick. With an anvil. That one is end gateway block. I guess it's just end gateway, technically. There we go. Just because you said that, I'm going to make a compilation of every time you ever hit someone with an arrow ever across every game. Okay, there's quite a lot of games, actually, that I've hit people with arrows, I think. Valheim comes to mind. My back just popped sitting here. A deep breath of air is all it takes. Why am I so old? This sucks. Stone brick. Okay. I forgot they didn't add in stone brick stairs and slabs until like 1.13, I think, maybe. It may have been 1.12 even. I don't know. Nope. Bop. Okay. It's always interesting seeing how they laid it out in this inventory space for me. There's a lot of items added, like I said. Shulker. But we didn't have shulker boxes. Dragon. Breath. And then we have lingering. I'm gonna assume these are all in order. I'm just gonna deal with that. Night vision. Okay. Invis. Deeping? I don't know. Does anyone ever use lingering potions? I've never actually used one, I don't think. Fire resistance, swiftness, slowness. Turtle. Nope, we didn't have Turtle Master. water breathing, healing, harming, poison, regen, strength. I don't think those are in order. Weakness. Luck was added a little bit later. Slow falling, wind charging, weaving, oozing, infestation. Okay. Maybe it was in order. I don't know. Anyway, shield. I've got an interesting predicament here. I need the banner. See, apparently, these were at one point in time all different items. I need a crafting table. There we go. Hello, Rezi. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. White, light gray, gray, black, brown, red, orange, yellow. Lime, green, cyan, light blue, blue, purple, magenta, pink. And that's not a repeating block. Is that a chain? Yeah, chain command block. And then we have shield there. Repeating repeating command block. Elytra. Boats of all different types. Well, I guess the oak boat technically already existed, but they did upgrade the boats in this version of the game. They used to be crappy. I think a lot of people forget how bad boats really were back in the day. They just broke on impact. Frosted ice. Can I even obtain frosted ice? /give KingRegNog. Frost. Nope. Okay, I need normal ice then. And I need an anvil. I got a really bad joke about this. I'm going to refrain. Frosted ice. Bum bum. Okay, what books are those? Frostwalker 1 and 2. And Mending, yay! Everybody's favorite book, actually, though. In Crystal. Luck potions of all type. And the arrow. And we had the uncraftable potion, which /give un... I'm just trying to see if I can find if it's the if I can find an uncraftable potion. Ah. I was like, surely it's not just potion. It is potion. So there you guys go. That's how you get the uncraftable potion. You just type /give Minecraft potion. That also is splash and lingering. So /_ potion. And how do you do lingering? That okay. And then uncraftable tipped arrow and tipped arrow. Slash give me tipped arrow. That is so interesting. That is so interesting that they added uncraftable potions. Huh. Okay. You know what? I can't complain. That's interesting. That is really, really, really interesting. Thank you for the lurk, Swift. To go enjoy building your state capital. I hope that's a lot of fun. Let's see. I think almost done here. What I'm gonna do, I can come over here, right? And I think we can do slash place structure in not city. How do you make a gateway feature? And gateway return. Okay, that took me. Okay, so now I need to go this way again. I didn't think it would do that, but it actually took me home. So that's oh boy. We've built so much. We've built so much. Okay, so we have that. I could technically be okay with this. It's at least bare minimum. I would like to have the city there though, because I feel like it's important. But it's not a requirement. Let me think. Is there anything else we need to do to this? Because the rest of it's... Ow. The rest of it should be pretty easy, I would think. Just gotta wait on world edit. Outside of that, that's done. Alright, we'll try to do 1.10 as well today, which was the Frostburn update. Most of you might be going, what in the world is the Frostburn update? And I kind of thought the same thing, because I do remember there was a Frostburn update on console edition, which added like banners, if I'm not mistaken, and we didn't have banners before that. It also included Frostwalker, and I think it also included the magma block, if I'm not mistaken. It had a lot of the other things within this version of the game as well, but very interesting. Strays and husks, yep. Oh, I didn't even think about it. We still have to do the April Fool's Islands as well. That's a thing. That is indeed a thing. Okay, bop, bop, boop. Okay, boop, 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 boop. Okay. So, what did they do in World Gen for 1.10? They added fossils. Okay. What did they add or change in terms of World Gen? Not much. They added the new mine shaft variant for the Mesa. And then outside of that, they changed Savannah villages to be made out of acacia. And yeah, there's really not much else. Okay. In that case, let's just do like a small little island here with like an archaeology site almost, even though this wasn't the archaeology update. It's kind of what set off people wanting archaeology, and then it never really turned out how people were wanting it, I think. Slash set block right here. Actually, no, don't set the block. Slash place feature fossil. Build a place. Okay. Slash place template fossil. We'll do we have the spine? We do. Okay, let's do the spine without the coal then. And then we'll put one like right here as well. And it'll be coal 4. Yeah, those are a little more spread out. That is an Among Us. Okay. The things I see. Sorry, we aren't entertaining enough for you, Swifty. I know, we're just so boring, guys. Thanks for voting for my design. I'm winning 17-1. Oh my goodness, the fan. What the heck? Anytime, dude. I'm happy. I'm happy to support. Your design just really it struck with me. It screamed everything I thought a gaming district should look like. And I was also very, very impressed that you built all of that without any tools or tutorials for that matter. Because that turtle shell had to have taken forever to get right. So I was amazed. I was absolutely amazed, dude. We're gonna do some like dirt, coarse dirt, and then also we'll just stick with that. We're just gonna kind of start with a dig site almost. Ba-bum. Roll with that. Yeah. Okay. Turtle shell took a long time. I made it twice too because I felt the first one was a bit small, so I made a bigger one. That's always my trouble with builds like that. It's like you want to make it once because you don't want to have to keep rebuilding it. And with something of that nature, you have to legitimately build it every time all the way over. You can't just like make it look bigger. You have to actually do work to it, which requires you to either tear the old one down and put a new one in its place, or go to a whole different area and build over top. Build like, you know, at a different scale. It's pain. let's go over here. You know, I saw this update, I was like, oh yeah, this is a really tiny update, we're good, we're fine. And you know what I'm doing? I'm building like a massive island for it for some reason. Because that makes sense. Okay, let's also like come out just a little bit more. Okay. There we go. I will try to do a little bit of dirt mixed in with the coarse dirt, but I do want to just make sure that the grass doesn't spread down here. Oh. So right here, slash fill, to right here. We can actually go all the way up to there. Coarse dirt. Up. And then slash fill. Oh, okay. Just jump into the void. It's fine. It's worth it. Slash coarse dirt. Okay, I said I was going for a big site, so I gotta do like a little bit more here to really sell it. Gotta add a couple of patches here. Okay. Over here, I kind of want to add a little bit as well. Okay, then I want a shovel. And what I can do is add a couple of path blocks just nearby. And then I think that's good for now. Because we're gonna add the rest on the bottom. And then if I do anything extra, it's just gonna be kind of adding a small room around the top to just show that this is a lower level to everything. But I wanted it to just kind of, for now, it can be flat, because I don't really feel like going all the way around and terraining like another 4 or 5 levels. Okay, only other thing I need to do here is get a chest. I need to get a bone block. Boop. I need to get a magma block. Boop. I need nether wart block and red nether brick. Boop. I need structure void. And I need polar bear spawn egg. honestly, the Frostburn update in terms of size was probably about what we get for game drop. So, you know, I think that's fair. Probably. I'm just kind of looking over it. It didn't really add anything crazy. Yeah, I really don't see anything on it that... They changed it from being stained clay to hardened clay. That's about the biggest change in the Frostburn update. That's not true. That is not the biggest change, but it is one of them. 1.11 was the Woodland Mansion. It was the Woodland Mansion up. It also included shulker boxes, and that was pretty cool. Really cool stuff, actually. Up. Okay. There we go. Wow, they actually added a lot of spawn eggs. Okay. Observers, yes. 1.11 had pretty cool stuff. Okay. I know it's like really early, but like I said earlier, you know, it's gonna be a shorter stream anyway. I'm very wiped out, and I'm gonna wrap up here. That all said, we are gonna try to do a raid, and also YouTube chat. I appreciate you for being here as well, by the way. Let's see, who can we say hello to? I do want to give us a good raid target today. I think I got somebody. Oop. Alright, thanks for streaming. Get well soon. Appreciate it, Nathan. Thank you very much. I should be back at it tomorrow. We'll be working on more Twitch SMP stuff. So it'll be kind of mindless, just being there kind of stuff, and that should be good. Alright, I found us a person. If you're on Twitch, hop in the raid, get some free channel points, meet a cool streamer along the way. We're gonna go say it on Mr. Fitz. They pop in and raid us every once in a while, and I want to go return the favor if I can. But yeah, I appreciate all y'all for being here. I'll see you guys again, hopefully tomorrow. And until then, that's it for tonight. Bye-bye, everybody.